to the English Academy podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna. We are so thrilled to have you joining us today, whether you are driving to work, cooking, or just relaxing at home.
If you are learning English, you probably already know that textbooks are great, but real life is where the actual learning happens. Books don't always teach you how people really speak.
Exactly, Adam. That's why today's topic is all about daily life in English. We're going to walk you through a full day, talking about the real vocabulary, idioms, and phrases you need for everyday situations. From struggling to wake up in the morning, to dealing with traffic, to running errands, we have got you covered.
You are going to hear us use the natural, everyday English that native speakers actually use. No robotic phrases here. It's going to be a fun, relaxed conversation to help you sound more fluent.
But quickly, before we dive into our morning routines, we have a small favor to ask. If you enjoy our podcast and want to improve your English, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right now.
Yes, please leave a like, drop a comment below letting us know what country you are listening from, and share this video with a friend who is also learning English. It really helps the channel grow.
All right, Adam, are you ready to jump into the daily grind?
I'm ready. Let's get started.
So, Adam, let's get right into it. Every great day starts with a morning routine, or at least that's what the productivity experts say. How did your morning start today? Was it a peaceful beginning?
Peaceful? I wish. To be honest, Anna, my morning was a total disaster. I had every intention of getting up at 6 a.m. to go for a run, but when that alarm went off, it sounded like a drill in my ear. I did what I always do. I hit the snooze button.
Just once, or are you one of those people who hits it 5 times?
It was definitely a 5 times kind of morning. By the time I actually opened my eyes and looked at the clock, it was 7:15 a.m. I completely overslept. The moment I realized how late it was, my heart started racing. I jumped out of bed and the whole house became hectic.
Oh no, that is the worst feeling. That panic mode where you're trying to brush your teeth and put on socks at the same time?
Exactly. I was rushing around, tripping over my shoes, and I couldn't find a matching pair of socks to save my life. I'd barely had time to splash some water on my face, let alone eat breakfast. I basically flew out the door with a piece of toast in my mouth. It was a very chaotic start to the day. What about you? Please tell me your morning was better than mine.
It was actually the complete opposite, Adam. I'm a big believer in a calm morning routine. My alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m., and I actually get up the first time it rings. No snooze button for me.
I don't know how you do it. Do you just jump out of bed with a smile on your face?
Not exactly a jump, but I move slowly. The first thing I do is head to the kitchen to brew a fresh pot of coffee. There's something about the smell of coffee beans in the morning that really wakes my brain up. While the coffee is brewing, I spend about 10 minutes doing some light stretching and deep breathing in the living room. It helps my body wake up without the stress.
That sounds like a dream. While you're stretching and breathing, I'm usually yelling because I can't find my car keys. I really envy that peace. I feel like my brain is foggy for the first hour of the day because I'm rushing so much.
It really makes a difference. By the time I sit down to drink my coffee, I feel centered. I even have time to look at my schedule for the day and set some goals. It's my me time before the world starts asking things of me.
Okay, I'm convinced. I'm tired of starting my day feeling like I'm already losing a race. Anna, you're the expert here. Give me some practical advice. How can I actually become a morning person and stop this rushing?
It's actually easier than you think. You don't have to change everything at once. My first tip is to prepare the night before. I always lay out my clothes and pack my bag before I go to sleep. That way there are no "where are my socks" emergencies in the morning.
That's a good point. I waste at least 10 minutes every morning just staring at my closet trying to decide what to wear. What else?
This is the hard one. Avoid your phone. Most people wake up and immediately start scrolling through social media or checking emails. That fills your head with noise immediately. Try to stay off your phone for the first 30 minutes. Just focus on your coffee or your breakfast.
No scrolling? That's going to be a challenge, but I think I see why it helps. It keeps the hectic energy away for a bit longer.
Exactly. Start small. Just try those two things. Clothes ready tonight and no phone tomorrow morning.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I officially agreed to try the no phone rule and the clothes prep for the rest of this week. I'll report back in our next episode to let you know if I actually stopped hitting that snooze button.
I can't wait to hear the update. I have high hopes for you, Adam.
Well, Anna, even if I manage to have a calm morning like yours, the real test starts the moment I step out the front door. That's usually when the real world hits me.
Isn't that the truth? Leaving the house is always a gamble, especially with how unpredictable the weather has been lately. This morning I spent 5 minutes just standing by my window, staring at the clouds, trying to decide whether or not to bring an umbrella.
And let me guess, the moment you decided to leave it behind, the sky turned gray?
Exactly. It's like the clouds are waiting for me to make a choice. I hate carrying a heavy umbrella if it stays sunny, but I also hate being caught unprepared. I ended up grabbing a light raincoat just in case. What about you? Did you check the forecast before you left?
I should have, but I didn't, and I paid the price. I was walking to the bus stop thinking it was a beautiful morning when suddenly the sky just opened up. It started pouring down out of nowhere. I'm talking about a total downpour.
Oh no! Did you have anywhere to hide?
Nowhere at all. There was a tiny tree near the stop, but it didn't do much. By the time the bus finally pulled up, I was absolutely soaked from head to toe. I had to sit on the bus in wet jeans for 40 minutes. I must have looked like a drowned cat.
Oh, Adam, that sounds miserable. But that's the joy of the daily commute, right? Whether it's the rain or the traffic, something always tries to slow us down.
It really does. And speaking of slowing down, how was the drive in today? I saw the highway looked pretty backed up on the news.
It was a nightmare. I think everyone decided to drive because of the rain. It was bumper-to-bumper traffic for miles. I usually enjoy driving, but during rush hour, it's just exhausting. You're constantly hitting the brakes, and it feels like you're not moving at all.
That's why I stick to the bus, even if I get rained on. I can't handle the stress of sitting in a car in a traffic jam. But tell me, Anna, when you're stuck in that car for an hour, how do you pass the time? Do you just listen to the radio?
I actually try to make that time productive. Since I can't move, I use my car's audio system to listen to English audiobooks. It's a great way to improve my listening skills and learn new vocabulary without even trying.
That's a smart move, better than just getting angry at the driver in front of you.
Definitely. And when I'm at a long red light, or if I'm taking the train instead, I pull out my phone and review some vocabulary flashcards. It's amazing how much you can learn in just 15 minutes of commuting time.
I love that, turning a boring commute into a mini classroom. Maybe I'll try listening to a podcast, other than our own, of course, next time I'm stuck on a wet bus.
It's a game changer, Adam. It turns wasted time into learning time.
We've made it through the morning and the commute, Anna, but now we've hit that dangerous part of the day. For me, it usually happens right around 2 p.m. My eyes start getting heavy, and I feel like I need a nap right at my desk.
Ah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're describing the classic midday slump. It's that sudden drop in energy after you've been working hard for several hours.
Exactly. The midday slump is real. I feel like my brain just shuts down. I start staring at my computer screen, but I'm not actually reading anything. I realized today that I really needed a proper break to reset my focus.
A good lunch break is the best cure for that. If you eat the right things, you can avoid that crashing feeling. That's why I'm a huge fan of meal prepping.
Meal prepping? That sounds like a lot of work for a Sunday afternoon. What does that actually involve?
It's basically just preparing all your lunches for the week in advance. It saves so much stress. For example, today I brought a homemade quinoa salad with grilled chicken and lemon dressing. Because I made it myself, I know it's healthy and it won't make me feel sluggish later.
Man, I am jealous. I had the complete opposite experience today. I walked out of the house this morning so fast that I completely forgot my lunch on the kitchen counter. By 1 p.m., my stomach was growling so loud my coworkers could probably hear it.
Oh no, so what did you do? Did you just skip lunch?
I couldn't. I was starving, as we say. I had to run down to that busy cafe on the corner. It was packed because of the lunch rush. I had to wait in line for 15 minutes just to get to the counter. When it was finally my turn, I had to be really quick with my order because the person behind me looked very impatient.
Ordering in a crowded cafe can be a bit intimidating when you're practicing English, right?
It really is. You have to be ready to use phrases like "to go, please" or "hold the onions." I ended up getting a basic turkey sandwich, but honestly, it was way too expensive for what it was. Between the weight and the price, it wasn't the best experience.
That's exactly why I love my little containers. Here's a quick tip for you, Adam. You don't have to cook five-star meals. Just try making a big batch of pasta or a large salad on Sunday night. It saves you so much money and time, and you never have to deal with those long cafe lines.
You're right. I need to get better at that. But I did do one thing right today to beat that slump. After I finished my sandwich, I didn't go straight back to my desk. I took a quick 10-minute walk around the block.
That's a great habit. Did it help?
It really did. Getting some fresh air and moving my legs helped me wake back up for the afternoon. It cleared the brain fog and made me feel ready to tackle the rest of my to-do list.
I might have to join you on that walk next time. A healthy lunch and a bit of movement, that's the secret to surviving the workday.
Finally, the workday is over. But for most of us, the work doesn't actually stop when we leave the office or the classroom, does it, Anna?
Definitely not. That is when the second shift begins, the time for all those adult responsibilities we call errands. Today, I have a massive list of chores to get through. My main mission right after this is heading straight to the supermarket. My fridge is completely empty, and if I don't go now, I'll be eating cereal for dinner.
I know that feeling. The supermarket can be a dangerous place when you're tired and hungry after work. I've developed a very strict strategy for grocery shopping to survive it. I never, ever enter the store without a shopping list.
A list? That sounds very organized of you, Adam. Is it to save time?
Partly, but mostly it's to save my health. If I don't have a list, I start wandering aimlessly through the store. I'll see a display of chips or chocolate, and suddenly it's in my cart. Having a list prevents me from making an impulse buy. If it's not on the paper, I don't buy it. It keeps me away from the junk food.
I wish I had your willpower. My biggest struggle isn't the junk food, though. It's the bags. I am the queen of reusable bags, but I'm also the queen of leaving them in the trunk of my car. I'll be halfway through the store, walking down the aisles, and suddenly realize I have nothing to carry my groceries home in.
That is the worst. Do you walk all the way back to the parking lot to get them?
Sometimes, but usually I realize it right when I'm checking out. I'm standing there at the register, the cashier is scanning my items, and I have to awkwardly ask to buy more plastic bags. I probably have 100 of them stuffed under my kitchen sink by now.
We've all been there. It's all part of the grocery store English experience, asking for paper or plastic or finding the right checkout lane. But besides the food shopping, what other exciting, boring errands do you have on your plate this week? Are you visiting the post office or maybe the bank?
Ugh, don't remind me. I actually had to stop by the pharmacy yesterday. It was a good reminder of how specific English can be in different shops. I had to ask the pharmacist for some over-the-counter medicine for a hay fever allergy.
Oh, over the counter. That's a great phrase for our listeners. It means medicine you can buy without a doctor's note or a prescription, right?
Exactly. I had to describe my symptoms, like having a stuffy nose or itchy eyes. It's those small, everyday words that we don't always learn in school, but use every single day when we're out and about.
It's true. Whether you're at the bank asking about your balance or at the post office asking for stamps, these errands are actually the best way to practice your survival English.
They really are. Even if they are a bit boring, they get the job done.
Anna, can you hear that? That is the sound of me finally sitting down. The sun is setting, the errands are finished, and the long day is officially over. What a relief.
It's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? That moment when you can finally kick off your shoes and just stop.
Exactly. And I'll be honest with you, my stopping usually involves zero physical movement. I am a world-class expert at couch potatoing. I just sink into the sofa, grab the remote, and start binge-watching a TV show. I think I watched 4 episodes of a detective series last night without even blinking.
Binge-watching is such a dangerous trap. Once that next episode starts automatically, it's almost impossible to turn it off. But don't you find that staring at a screen makes it harder to fall asleep later?
It probably does, but it's how I shut off my brain. Do you have a more sophisticated way of ending your day, Anna?
I wouldn't say sophisticated, but I do try to keep a healthier evening routine. Instead of a screen, I head to the kitchen and make a cup of herbal tea, something like chamomile to help me relax. Then I get into bed and read a few chapters of a book.
Reading? In bed? I would be asleep by the second page.
That's actually the point. It's my favorite way to wind down. It signals to my brain that the day is done. No blue light, no loud noises, just a quiet story to end the night. It helps me sleep so much better than when I stay up scrolling on my phone.
I admire your discipline, truly. I'm usually still awake at midnight wondering who the killer was in my show. But hey, looking ahead, we've talked about the daily grind all episode. What are your plans for the upcoming weekend to finally escape all this routine?
I'm keeping it very casual this time. I think I'm going to meet some friends for brunch on Saturday morning. There's nothing like a long breakfast and a good chat to forget about work stress. But being an adult, I also have to spend Sunday doing house chores. Vacuuming, cleaning the kitchen, the usual stuff.
Brunch sounds amazing. As for me, my weekend is going to be very low-key. My #1 priority is catching up on sleep. I plan on staying in bed until at least 10 a.m.
That sounds like a dream after your hectic week of oversleeping and getting soaked in the rain.
It's much needed. And then, unfortunately, I have a date with my washing machine. I have a mountain of laundry to do. I think I've used every clean towel in the house this week.
Well, whether it's brunch or laundry, I hope we both get that reset we need before Monday rolls around again.
Definitely. It's all about balance.
Well, it looks like we've reached the end of our day. We've gone from the early morning snooze button all the way to evening relaxation. Adam, I hope your laundry pile isn't too intimidating this weekend.
I'll try my best, Anna. But honestly, talking through these daily routines makes me realize just how much English we use in the boring moments of life. It's not just about big presentations, it's about how you order your coffee or talk about the rain.
Exactly. And to our listeners, we hope this episode gave you the confidence to use these phrases in your own daily life. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That is how you learn.
We want to hear from you, too. What is your favorite way to wind down after a long day? Are you a couch potato like me or a bookworm like Anna?
Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one, and we love hearing about your routines. While you're down there, please hit the like button if you found this episode helpful.
And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the English Academy podcast. We have so many more episodes coming your way to help you master English in the real world.
Don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, or classmates. Sharing is the best way to support us and help others on their language learning journey.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We really appreciate your support.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.